Hey guys, have you ever played this game Strike? It's a party game. I read something online where there's no solo version really, so I'm going to show you a little one that I made. So here we go. Okay, so we have our arena, and each one of us is going to have 8 dice. Now, here's the thing. The champion has these special cards here. So his 8 dice are actually going to be set up a certain way. So you're going to have the champion's dice pool. You're going to put 4 dice here. Now, I turn them to 2s and X's only because whenever the champion returns any of these dice that says 2 or X, they'll come to his board. And you're like, how does he return an X? Well, that'll be explained in a second. With this next ability that could get unlocked for him is Tower Shields. You're going to place the 3, 4, and the 5 on this, and it says when the champion throws into an empty arena and the results have more than 1 X, you count the X's as 7s instead. So for instance, if 2 X's end up, like let's say these 2 X's end up after his results into the arena, or multiple X's, they're all considered 7s. But you would just return them here because it says return to X. Any X's go to the dice pool. So anyway, so put a 3, 4, and 5 here as kind of indicated on the bottom. And then in the first ability that could be unlocked for the champion is this ability. And you put a 6 here. And any 6s are returned to this. Now, as dice are on top of these abilities, they cover his abilities. But anytime, even during a throw, he only throws once every turn. And, you know, of course, he can throw multiple dice into an empty arena. But this, anytime that dice are picked up off of these, during that, even for that throw, that those abilities are active. And so his last ability, which is the meanest one, is called Omnipotence. It says, if the champion throws a result of a single X instead of multiple X's for Tower Shields, kill one of the challenger's gladiators, which my 8 are over here. So that's basically the twist of it here. And as a champion, you have the right to go first or second. Let's go ahead and get our dice. Let's see, what do you got? 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so we got to throw one in the middle here. It's not an X. And I am actually going to let the champion go first. Whoa, guys, I almost forgot to mention, when you pick up dice for the champion, you always do the rightmost dice, right? So you pull off the card that's to the rightmost if it has dice on it. Just so to be clear, I didn't mention that, and now I am. Gosh, let's get back. So a good thing to do is try not to disturb the other dice. I found that in this method works best to try to win because his ability is immediately unlocked. So he didn't throw an X, so I don't lose one of my gladiators, and he passes. That's the one thing. No matter what, whether he throws an X or doesn't make any matches, the champion always passes. So now as a challenger, you will throw your dice into the ring, and you got 4s. We'll pull them back. It looks like this game's going to start off good. He does have his ability, so the next most right dice he'll take, and which is any off of that. Okay, now he threw an X, so that's going to, of course, the Omnipotence comes out and stabs one of my people, so he dies. But his X is removed. But that also ends his turn. So now I'm going to throw a die into the arena, and I roll a 4. I'm going to pass, and he's going to throw, and he gets an X. Wow, Omnipotence he's slowly killing my people here. But that's one less dice. But we're keeping it close. I find that might be the best way to go. All right, so now it's my throw. I throw an X. Oh, but I hit a 4, so that's great. So interesting. So this guy dies. Now I threw it. That's only him. I don't have special abilities. Only he does. So my 4s will return to my gladiator field over here, which I'm doing pretty good. And now that forces him to throw. So he has to pick up all his dice, no matter where they are, which will now unlock the Tower Shields. So now if he throws a single X or multiple X's, it's going to trigger one of these 2 cards. So he threw multiple X's, which is bad for me. Okay, so the 4s are returned to the 4s, because that says 3, 4, 5. And the X's are considered 7s, so they are actually a match instead of X's, so they are returned to where the X's are returned to, and the 5 stays in the middle. So, yeah, his Tower Shield saved him. And I rolled a 4. I'm going to pass, because I still outnumber him in gladiators. He rolls, the champion rolls. Oh, he matches. So 2s will come to the dice pool for him. And then it'll be my throw. 5. Oh, boy. I'm not going to throw again. I'm going to play it safe. Because it's a little risky. If you're feeling, oh my gosh. Okay, so Omnipotence kills one of my gladiators. This just took a turn for the worst. Maybe I should have thrown that. That's removed. And then 4s will cover up his Tower Shields right now. So I have to throw all 4 of my gladiators into the open arena. And I did get a match, so that is something. So now he'll throw one of his middle dice here. He doesn't make a match. I really need something. I really need something. Nothing. I got one dice left. I'm going to take a chance to try to get something. Okay, I'm still alive. Challenger is still alive. Okay, Tower Shields now is also unlocked for him. Oh, good bittersweet news. Okay, so he didn't make a match, but he does kill one of my gladiators, which brings me down to my last gladiator. I need a match like no one needs. Come on, Challenger. 5. I'm alive. Yes. So I'm still alive. Now we're into his pool. This is good. This is good. Oh, no, he matches. But that does cover up his... see, 6 is kind of good for us because that covers up his killing me when he throws. But the problem is there's only one die. I've only got 2 gladiators left. So I'm just going to throw this. I'm going to pass and hope that he does not throw anything. Because if he throws an X now, it will help me because it'll just kill his guy. 2. No, of course he matches. He's the champion. Nobody messes with the champion. My last chance to stay alive. Are you can you defeat and come back and beat the new champion? Of course you can't. I'm a loser. Anyway, guys, that's just a simple thing. So all you're going to do is you're just going to make yourself 3 cards or a sheet of paper if you want. One area is going to say dice pool. Then you're going to have a 2 and an X on it. And you're going to set 4 dice on the setup there. You're going to have Tower Shields, which basically says when the champion throws into an empty arena and the results have more than 1 X, count the X's as 7s instead. And so that means you would return the X's to the X part in the dice pool. And Omnipotence, which says if the champion throws a single X, kill one of the challenger's gladiators also. So that means... and of course 6s are returned back there. And just remember, the only really rule is the champion only throws 1 die whether he is successful. So he doesn't get to keep pushing his luck because he doesn't need to. He's so powerful. Anyway, I've only won this probably 1 out of 3 times. So I've played it about 9 times. So to be honest with you, well, I guess that's my 10th place. So I'm about 30% on wins. So if you like it, give it a try. This is a variant, or you can try to mess around, see if you can find a variant of your own. Also, to make it a little bit easier, because the game I play is a little bit more on the hardcore mode, if you want to mix it up, you can move these 2 around, so that way the Tower Shields would be the one that comes off first. Of course, the numbers are still the same, so you'd have 3, 4, and 5, so you have to get through at least 3 dice before Omnipotence enters the ring, so that's a little bit easier. And then if you wanted to even make it easier than that, you could choose to cover up one of these. Just remember that 3, 4s, and 5s still go here, or you could vice versa it and maybe flip over this one if you didn't want to fight with the guy that runs outside and stabs your people. But there are ways to make the game slightly easier. Hey, and that's how you play Strike Solo. Now, originally, my variant was going to be for multiplayers to make it more fun. Instead of Omnipotence, I was going to call it Release the Tigers. So that means it affects every player. So if you want to try to play that co-op variant, you could as well. So anyway, have fun!